What's up, guys? It's Mike. It's back again. More Dark Souls 2. Pretty tired this morning, I will say. I say morning, it's actually afternoon. I don't know, I've been up for a few hours. Had some lunch. Doom scrolled for a bit. I wish I didn't, but here I am. Started raining. Yeah, that's right. I'm fighting Dark Stalker or Dark Lurker, whatever his fucking name is. I'm happy I didn't use the human effigy. Starting out strong. Oh my lord. I can't believe I did that. I gotta look where I'm walking. I wonder if there's any players around that need help. Damn, there's always some activity there. Hey, I don't know if this dude will be able to summon me, but I'll fucking pop a sign down and see if he will. See what's good. Be nice to get some my human form back. I'm gonna give him a second. His armor, I couldn't tell I couldn't like see his shape clearly, so I'm probably too high in my soul memory for him at this point. So I doubt I'd be getting summoned by him unless he was on like a new game plus cycle. Alright, really quick, I'm gonna pop this down and remove it. God damn it, I just realized that, I don't know. I just realized that Chud the Third would be the first character I fucking beat Dark Souls 3 on. I don't know if I want that to happen. Damn it. I don't know, the Chud legacy has to continue, though. Not even gonna worry about that shit. I'll try poisoning this guy, see if that works with this sword. If I'm about to get fucked up. Yep. Alright. That's how it's gonna be. I know what I need to do. I don't have a viewer bailing me out this time, so it's gonna be manual. Shoot, I might grind out the human effigies I need down in the Shrine of Shamana. Or the Shrine of Amana, excuse me. Just because I need some Twinkling Titanite too. I'd like to finish upgrading my shield. There is a possibility... Hold on a second. Yeah. 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 I am gonna pop this for that health bonus. I gotta say, it's diabolical they made the prison tatters the thing that raises your item discovery. A Langress. What? Do I even have the materials to upgrade this? I know I don't have the souls. Okay, okay. I could. It might take me a few cycles down there, but I totally could do that. Oh, let's go for it. Archstrike something, did I say Twinkling Titanite? Fuck yeah. So he gave me a... Oh shit, that's right. He gave me a Crypt Black Sword. I need to upgrade that shit. Try it out. Wait, did it say be wary of light, therefore try attacking? That's good info, actually. What happened to Budrow over here? Did these guys just get ganked by the, Yeah, that's what happened. They came over here to get the item and didn't realize there was an enemy in the water pool over here. Ow. That hurt my pride. That didn't hurt my character, but that hurt my pride, missing that swing like that. Old Radiant Life Gem, nice. So, there's quite a few reasons to come grinding down here. Ooh, bleeding serum. I guess that makes it so I stop bleeding. Oh, adds a bleeding effect to the right hand weapon. Okay. Shit, I want to tear these guys up and just flex my power. Like, I'll hardly ever have any chance to practically use Blinding Bolt, I believe. Because it just shoots strays, you know what I mean? And you're just exposed for so long using it. It's only super practical for clearing bunches of enemies that are one-shots for you, like if you're grinding, or if you got something running distractions for you. Sometimes it's hard. It can do damage, it can. But it's hard to get off right sometimes. It is cool you can't aim it though. That is a really big bonus. Wonder where he was. Dude was not ready for that shit. That's something I kind of wish I had made myself do last night. Ooh, Twinkling Titanite, nice. But it's chill. It's chill I didn't. That is a level up on my shield right there. Dude is blind as a shrew, dog. Old Radiant Life Gem, Slumbering Stuff. Wait, did that say staff? Or shield? Yeah, I guess it was a shield. One effigy. ARSYD? Nah, I ain't Jacob. How are you doing, though? Notch Lucid. Taking back to Saturday morning cartoons when the world still made sense. Dude, I wish I could take you back to those days, brother. They can come back again, but it's gonna take some effort. It's gonna take some effort. Shoot, I remember back in the day on Saturday mornings watching, like, Beyblade, Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon. Oh, boy. And then Saturday nights catching Bleach, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist. Dude, I remember seeing Full Metal Alchemist, the original 2003 version on TV, damn it. Ugh. Dude, why'd you have to bring that up? Bring up some nostalgic shit like that? Where are these little dudes? Yeah, a bit less of these bleeding serums would, like, be really cool. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it's scary to tell where there's a pit and where there isn't. Because the water's just so reflective, it looks like it just drops off sometimes. You know, there's one of those knights from Hyde's Tower of Flame all the way down here. I wonder if this place is connected somehow. Who wants to combine? Watching anime on TV and streaming platform feels so different. Yeah, doesn't it? Fah! Like, I don't know. The kind of nice thing about the TV is that, like, I'm all down for having the freedom of choice and being able to choose, you know, what you want to consume. But the nice thing about TV was that it gave you a chance to try something new without having to make the conscious decision to do it, you know? And if you didn't like it, you just flipped the channel to something else or you went and did something else until something you did want to watch came on. And you can go do what you wanted, something else, while you waited for what you wanted to watch come on. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take the long way. I'm going to go warp and go get those. I think that modern convenience is really fucking good and great, and it's an amazing thing to have, considering in the fact of about 200 years, we developed, like, civilization where people are peaceful and not killing each other and having land disputes that end up in a lot of death. At least in America's case. I don't know about the rest of the world so much. I know that the Europeans had a couple weird little things happen during the 1900s. But, you know, just little one-offs, right? Alright. I got everybody and their mom chasing me down. They gotta call me Bieber the way those hags are chasing me down, dog. What a fucking wild thing, by the way. Justin Bieber getting chased down as a teenager by a bunch of grown women. Soul Invictus 26. It's a battle for the soul. Exactly, dude. You could say it's a battle for everyone's souls. Play Persona 3. But yeah, no. Right now, I think what's going on is that there is more of a spiritual battle going on with humanity. It's like a war, an internal war. Society is... If you're living in like a first world country, you don't really have real problems. You know, your biggest problem... what time is it where you're at? But I don't know, if you're in like the first world, your biggest problems is like earning enough money to like not lose the places you live and stuff. But if you're in Africa, like there are some places where your biggest problem is putting food on the fucking table, you know what I mean? So problems are all relative, I guess. But I think that the 21st century people of the first world have so few real tangible problems. I think that we just create our own. Bro, look at the Jeffy files. Noon. I mean, it's 1:31 for me. It's Saturday. Are you going out later? If you're not going out later, fuck it. Hell, if I wasn't leaving myself open to the idea of going out later, I'd be drinking some fucking Captain Morgan right here, bro. Trust on that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, and people don't have the energy these days. And some people are so blinded by their own virtues and shit, they can't see just how everything is built against normal people. Just resting off work? Shit. I mean, if you ain't going to work later, bro, fuck it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I have some Mexican Coke right here. I like mixing it with. But I've toned it back, because I had a few weeks back where I drank a little bit too much, and that shit had me throwing up at the end of the night. Everclear? I have not had Everclear, but I don't know, maybe I have. I've had, like, dollar store vodka before, and it's not great. Alright, Rissy D, that's gonna be your nickname from now on. First world country scares me. They have everything and desensitized until the only thing exciting them is weird stuff. Yeah. Also, by the way, thank everybody who's liking the streams and subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Like, bro, try to go against the system they off you. Yes. And I'm trying to be very careful about what I say, because I do think that people can fucking disappear. If the world is... people have enough power in this world to make you disappear if they don't want you here. It just depends on who catches whose eye, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, it's an evil game. And it's nothing that anybody can do anything against unless the masses were to all come together and say, alright, we're overthrowing everybody. Let's get together and form a new country, or, you know? That's the only way shit would ever fucking work. But that shit doesn't happen, because everybody wants different things. Everybody wants different things. And also, most people just can't be trusted with power because they do get corrupt, and then they get blinded by that corrupt. Like, they get blinded, and they go corrupt, honestly. Sometimes they have good intentions that go awry, and sometimes they have bad intentions they hid under good intentions. And that is what you see most of right now. Yeah, you see, that's why I'm worried about ever getting super big. Like, I'm content having a little audience, you know what I mean? Like, 10,000 subscribers, if like 1,000 people watched every video or stream I put out, that would be fucking fantastic. But I don't want to get much bigger. I wouldn't want to get bigger, you know what I mean? I don't want too much attention on me. Dude, I appreciate that, man. I mean, if you like and subscribe, leave comments, and interact with the videos and streams in every way you can, that'll be the best way to help me. Sharing them helps. You know, just anything you guys do, watching them helps too, if that's all you can do. Yeah, it is. Ever since man, just power is such a powerful thing because it lets you do anything you want to do. If you are the biggest, baddest dude in the pack, like, we can scale it all the way back and run it all the way back to when humans were just, like, little tribes. Or maybe even just small families, initially. Together as troops, you know what I mean? Kind of like how baboons and, like, chimpanzees and orangutans and shit like that are. The biggest, toughest one is going to be the one who decides what the rules are. It's the one that demands respect. And what you see with government is the same thing, but it's people who are able to cultivate influence and power. Well, everybody is unique. Everybody is unique. Don't ever mix that up. But not everybody is special. Not everybody is special. The special people are the people you hear about in history books and the ones who have left an impact. Like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Da Vinci, Alexander the Great, George Washington, Genghis Khan. Literally anybody. Fucking Akira Toriyama. You fucking name them. When their names are cemented in history and they have influence, those are the people who have become fucking special. You know what I mean? And the special people are the ones who have influence. Because anybody who read Dragon Ball Z probably got inspired once in their lives to try working out to be just like Goku. Or there was a kid who tried shooting a Kamehameha wave. You know what I mean? But you take it back thousands of years ago, you don't have the modern media we have. You have conquest, philosophy, science, and math developments, and all sorts of shit like that. Now, though, you have, like, creators and things like that building influence. It's crazy. It's all a bid for power in this world, and it's really fucked up once you pay attention to that shit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're little pay pigs. Too. Boy, and what sucks is that they just make the system harder and harder for the common man. Like, I wish I got to experience the times where there could be a one income household. That means one person in the household can work to support the entire family. That's paying for a house, a car, food, education, clothing, all that shit. You can't do that. That's not a thing anymore, though. It's a 2-income deal, minimum. Even then, I knew some people who have to have, like, 7 roommates where I live. Just to be able to get by. It's fucked up. I like the Milfinito singing down here. It's nice and relaxing. The Shrine of Amana has a very, very pleasant, like, relaxing atmosphere to it. But it's the dangers around here that really just trip you up. Like, oh, look, the pretty fucking lights. Oh, surprise, there's a fucking monster under there waiting to get you. Yeah, and I think that's what people don't realize. I honestly, truly think that the beginning of the end was after World War II. I don't want to say the end, but the beginning of a decline. Like, we had that last little brush of it during the 1950s, and then it just kind of started going downhill. Not to say there's anything wrong with, like, you know, the social rights movements and stuff like that, but I think really I think economically, one of the first signs things were really going to be changing is like women's suffrage, wanting the right to vote and shit like that. That's a lot of responsibility to take on. And then you're putting yourself into a position where you have to work to survive now. You can't just rely on your husband and then take care of the family. That stresses the household, you know what I mean? Rizzy, the thing that scares me the most now is I don't even know how to say that shit or what that is. It might click if I saw it in more context. Shit is like a Skynet. Yeah, but I think cell phones are probably like the final nail in the coffin, and like widespread, just like honestly, ease of access to your phone, ease of access to this thing, internet to your fingertips, YouTube Shorts, which I know you guys are watching me on YouTube. Please God, don't stop watching me. But TikTok, quick form media, Instagram Shorts, things like that, it zaps away at your attention span, and that shit's part of your human soul. You know what I mean? Yeah, it changes the dynamic. So you double the amount of workers that are available. So you're doubling the supply, but you're also not doubling the demand for work either. You know what I mean? You're just doubling the supply of workers. And honestly, doubling the supply of workers devalues everybody's work. I'm going to be honest with you, because that's more people who are willing to do work for less. And I mean, you can even see that in certain positions careers in the world where it's majority men, like plumbers and like military, oil rig workers, like all sorts of shit like that. That stuff is consistently higher earning because it's jobs most people don't want to do, but there are dudes out there, men out there who have got families to take care of, or they want families to take care of, and that's why they do that shit. It's because they're setting themselves up for the future. Yeah, and tech, it does change our genetics. I think my eyes are, like, actually getting worse because of, like, screen usage. But it makes people mentally ill, it gives them, like, anxiety and shit like that. Social media has been the biggest plague known to man because it breeds comparison, and comparison is one of the biggest thieves of joy. Because, like, when I go on Twitter and I look at all these, like, pretty-ass artists and shit like that, I'm like, oh, boy, I wish I could draw like them, when I'm still on some low-level shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on some mediocre shit, and, like, I could feel bad about not being able to draw like them, but then I have to remind myself I am a work in progress, and I can only get better if I want to be like them. Like, they didn't get good like that overnight. It's a step-by-step process, just like changing society. Yeah, and the way it changes our day-to-day. I went to the doctors the other day, and their internet was down because we had like a tornado warning and a lot of high winds and storms and shit like that the other day. And the doctor's office didn't have their systems up, so they couldn't take any records or check any records or anything like that. They had to do everything by hand, just like how they would have hundreds of years ago, or not hundreds of years ago, but like a decade or two ago. Excuse me. And I was sitting there thinking, damn, they probably don't have anybody here in the office that has, like, their job is to just keep manual copies and then have digital transcripts to manage. Like, you need someone that is transcribing between the physical and digital documentation. Because if the systems go down and you need to get someone a medication, or, like, they need a shot of a painkiller, and you don't know what they're... Bro, imagine a medieval motherfucker on the hub. That'd be crazy. He would be addicted. I think he might actually go insane. He might go insane. He might go insane. But I'm just like, I was thinking, like, they don't have anybody keeping physical records of shit. If you have a patient come in there that's allergic to something, like, say you need to give someone a shot of morphine or some shit like that, but they're allergic to a certain painkiller, and you give it to them, and you don't know that because you don't have a physical record, but it's on the digital record, you could kill that person. You could fucking kill that person just because you didn't bother to have a physical record of it to read and glance. Keep a fucking physical medical file of that person. I kind of connect the dot from short video and a lot of accident here. I hear news, road accidents almost every day in your city. People riding the road with less focus and attention span now. Dark Spirit Forlorn. Okay. I guess let's get to it. I was wondering where the invasion was. I guess he wanted to hold off on me. I shouldn't have done that. DARPA done some weird stuff nowadays. What's DARPA? I don't like all these flock cameras and shit that are going up, man. I hate it. They say it's only for, like, you know, surveillance, making sure people aren't committing crimes and stuff like that. But it's 100% just mass surveillance. Even, like, the flock CEOs and shit like that aren't cool with having people, like, doing surveillance on their properties and stuff like that. So what does that tell you they're doing? You know, they value their privacy, but they don't value the privacy of the masses. What does that tell you? Yeah, dude, I do too. It catches me in a fucking daze. It's because of the dopamine hits it gives me. I need to force myself to do stuff like draw and read when I get bored instead of open social media. Hell, I'd be better off grabbing my Game Boy Advance and playing some Pokemon Emerald on that bitch than I would be, like, you know, doom scrolling social media. Yeah, they have tech to measure human biofield. Yeah, dude, they can use Wi-Fi to detect where you are because your like body does give off radio waves. Your heart, your brain, like all that shit gives off radio waves that Wi-Fi routers and shit like that can pick up. That's not even a fucking joke. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's like sonar, exactly. Bounces radio waves back off itself, right? Dude, you need to roll. Crimson Water. Is it only the knights that have the Twinkling Titanite? Oh, sweet. I already killed that Dragon Rider. I don't remember what I need to open that door over there. It's a key of some kind. I'll go check and see if I have it now. Human biofield in relation to DARPA connects official military research into bioelectric medicine with alternative or online conspiracy theories about remote human surveillance. DARPA does not have a program studying a metaphysical biofield or aura, but its biological technologies office actively researches real bioelectric and neurological interfaces, says AI. Okay. Damn, shit. I don't know, do you think people can subconsciously, like, read, like, not read, but pick up vibes from other people? Like, you know how whenever you're in a room and you can tell if someone's, like, looking at you or not? Like, are you able to pick that up? Do you think you're picking up, like, radio waves from them, like, hostile brain waves from them? Like, you can just pick up the energy and shit like that? Hello, I want to kill you. You wear your tinfoil hat with pride. Bro, you see, if you're like me, you just drive yourself insane with your head running around wild. They don't know what the fuck to pick up off of you, dude. That's the way you have to do it. You gotta be shit, you can't be an easy target. You always got to be on the move, man. Just like that. You see, you didn't see it, but I actually moved in real life because that added to my dodge distance. See, she can't even touch me, bro. Can't even touch me. Ooh, holy water urn. Dude, I wish I could hit that magic spell with my sword to deflect it or just to destroy it. Yeah, they got motherfuckers in CIA for that shit. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Do you think they're picking up the radio signals of our eyes to see what we're seeing? Shiv, that's fucking it. Why don't they fucking look at this, bro? Look at that. Look at that CIA agent. Fuck all y'all. Fucking feds. Where are they? Alright, I'll start with you. Come on. I thought for a second there I was about to fall and roll to my death. Helm, boots, or robes, or some shit like that. I don't know. Oh. Dude, how is she able to hit me from so far away? That's crazy, lock on. You better roll, son! Oh my god. Probably. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, have you heard about the story of Kenny Veach in the M Cave? You gotta go read that shit if you ever have some spare time about it. It was a dude who was out in the Nevada desert, and he found a cave that looked like an M, and when he went inside it, it like made his body and shit start vibrating. And he felt like he got like a really weird feeling in his gut being in there. I think he may have accidentally stumbled into like a military's like secret cave or something like that, or a cave that was connected to it. There's like no other explanation, dog. Unless he found like a pocket of like uranium ore or some shit like that. Uranium, excuse me. And it was just like cooking him alive. I don't know. Alright, they're doing that shit. I need to get out of here for a second. Oh, not my gear. By the way, Zach Cadle made too many jokes about the elite world government with the worms on Smiling Friends, so they had to cancel the show. That's why Zach's not been on any place since. I'm joking, but that's probably real. Alright, bitch, let's see if you can heal poison, then. Yeah, man, there's so many secret things we don't know about. Even where I live, there's like a lot of suspicious stuff that happens. Like, I've heard like shit in the woods that did not sound like any natural animal at all. Like, I was visiting a friend at a small town. I don't even want to fucking like say the name because I don't want to dox him or nothing like that because it's that small of a fucking town. But deep in the Appalachia in the North Carolina mountains, there's a small town. I was visiting my friend there, and my friend and his wife had moved in together. I met them online. Rizzy D. What happened with Waku UK guy? He's a conspiracy theorist as well. I've not heard of him. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist per se, but back to my story. My friend had another of our online friends. Yeah, Smiling Friends was amazing. I love it. Watch Oni Plays if you haven't. They're a good YouTube channel. Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack have been on there. Zach more so. He was a constant member for years. Oh, I got hiccups. But anyways, this house didn't have any curtains, and our online friend Ryan, was visiting my boy James. Ryan is one night he's sitting out on the cigarette, and I'm coming over for D&D night, and we're sitting talking, and he's telling me a story of some really weird shit that happened to him the week before when they were smoking, or maybe it was a few nights before when he was outside on the deck watching anime on his phone and smoking a cigarette. Oh yeah, there is. This motherfucker, they lived deep in the woods. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, literally, whitest kid you know type comedy skit. Anyways, no curtains on this house. My boy Ryan is sitting out on the deck, okay? Like, where I am, shit, I don't have anything to display this. Let me get my souls back, and I'll try and draw this out for you. Alright, I'm going back to Majula really quick. So I got some fucking printer paper on hand. Damn it. I got stacks of paper everywhere and it's all fucking drawn on. Alright. We'll start with this. I'll draw a little map to illustrate my story. Just let me get to Majula so I'm safe. Alright. This shit's gonna be a first. I've never set up my cam for this kind of perspective before, so give me just a moment. Alright. Let's see how this looks. Alright. That'll do the job for right now. Alright. So here is the house, right? Boom. Here is the deck. And then here's like steps for the house right here that go down into the yard. Here's Ryan. He'll be R. And then here's the door. Right here. House is a little bit longer than that, but the stairs go down a bit. There's a window right here. 2 sets of windows right here, but it'll be demonstrated with one because that's what's relevant. Ryan is sat here smoking. The house has a porch, or has a driveway, like, somewhere about over here. You know what I mean? There's a driveway comes up to the house. There's a big old yard. And then over here is woods. Alright. Bunch of trees. Don't mind my shitty trees for right now. But they're going to do the job for illustration's sake, okay? Ryan is sat here smoking a cigarette. And, he's watching anime on his phones. From the woods, there's, like, some kind of croaking growl happening, right? Some sort of croaking growl. Sounds off one time. Ryan's not really thinking about it. A few minutes later, sounds off 2 times. Okay, that's weird. But he's still on his phone, locked in on that anime. He stops and he looks up and he looks down the deck for a second and then he looks right back to his phone. Down here at the steps, there is like a fucking creature, like, fucking sitting here staring at him. I'm gonna give it a little devil horn so you know it's evil. And rah. It's really messy, but I promise you it's a little evil monster thing. He said it was about the size of a person, but it looked like a deer, right? He looks down the way, looks back at his phone, and does a double take, sees the shit, okay? This motherfucker is locked eyes with this thing, like, he's actively looking at it. He's like a fucking Metal Gear Solid NPC that's spotted Snake, like, this motherfucker is alert now, you know what I mean? Like, he will fucking get, he fucking knows. He knows that there's something staring at him. So, Ryan is staring down this thing, and it starts crawling up on the deck. You know, here's Evil Monster up on the deck now. Here. He's mean. He's frowning with sharp teeth. Alright, Mr. Monster is on the deck fucking having a stare off, but for some reason, it decides to fucking back off and leave Ryan alone. Any point at time, if Ryan wanted to go inside the house here, that's the door. He has to walk towards the creature. Towards the creature. For safety. Nah. That doesn't work. That does not work. Going towards the thing does not fucking work. You don't go towards the thing. I don't know how much of this is getting transmitted because I left the mic over there. But when you see this shit, when you see a monster, you don't go towards it to get to safety. Ryan would have to go towards that bitch for safety. You'd be shocked as fuck, right? Yeah. Well, anyways, he fucking survives this encounter because the thing turns its body into like a U shape, he said. So it did some like cat-like shit and turned around. Just like this. And I don't know what kind of fucking animal could do that shit and be the size of a person. But my problem is that this house, again, has no fucking windows. Here's the bedroom that we're sleeping in. It's not, accurate to scale. And here's the fucking cot I'm sleeping in right here. My head is right here. If I open my eyes at any point in the night while I am asleep, I could very well open my eyes to this fucking creature staring in the window at me. So that was one of the most... After he told me that story, I was like nervous. But later in the fucking night, we're taking a break from our D&D campaign, where he's like, "Hey man, let's go out on the deck." Is it daytime? It was nighttime when this happened. Anyways, it's nighttime now at the setting. Me and Ryan are going outside. He wants to smoke a cigarette. I go with him. And we're sitting on the deck, and he's retelling me this shit. And all of a sudden, I hear the croaking growl. I can't even replicate it. It was like a type sound. I cannot replicate it. It was like a mix between a frog, a dog, and a bear. What's up, Akame? I hear that fucking sound in the woods like one time, coming from the same exact way he heard it. And I turn and I say to my boy Ryan, I didn't like that shit. And he says, "Yep, we need to get up really carefully and we need to go inside." And I'm like, "Well said, let's go." And that's how I survived being outside with that creature. I didn't see it, but I definitely heard it. It was not like anything I have ever heard before. Anyways, if anybody wants this, auction starts now. Otherwise, it's going in the trash heap. But no, that was actually like a genuinely scary like moment. I've seen like things running, walking up the hill from my house. No, if I seen that, I'd come up like the Frog Brothers from Lost Boys. We slay in the undead. Dude, there was one time, me and 3 of my friends were walking up my driveway from the store, and it was like 9. And the store just closed a few minutes before. We're walking up the driveway, it's nighttime. We all look to our left, just kind of like looking around. And we see something running through the wood, or running through the fucking fields. And these are the details that are blurry. I can't remember if it started running on 2 legs or if it started running on 4 legs and then transitioned to 2 and, transitioned how it was running. It either way, it started out running on 2 legs and ended on 4 legs or vice versa. I can't remember what it was, but we all paused for a second, looked at each other, and we were like, "Did you see that?" And we all saw that fucking shit. And then the next fucking weekend they come over, we're sat outside, and we hear chains and shit rattling in the woods and like clown horns, like honking horns and shit like that. And this was before the scary clowns started popping up. This was back in, 2014 or 2015, I think. But I feel like there was 2 waves of those scary clowns. How are you doing, Akame? Are you doing all right? But both instances I heard that noise, it was nighttime. It was freaky, I'm not gonna lie. It was not pleasant. It definitely made me appreciate having blinds and curtains on my window after sleeping in that house. It's a lovely, lovely place, it really is, but it's just that one encounter, And then my buddy who lives there still was telling me there was one night he was hearing like a dog crying outside the house, or a kid or something, and his wife heard it too, but to her it sounded like something different. And just they never went out to go check and see what it was, because they had a bad feeling in their gut about it. And when that shit happens, you listen. You would listen. Hold on a second, let me see. Alright, I need 2 more shards. Or Twinkling Titanite, excuse me.
You've been long away. What would you like?
When I see a booger man, it's Jesus time. Visit my father, or whatever she said. I don't know what she said. I don't know if she knows that this is her dad yet.
I'll be around.
Yeah, the woods are spooky at night. Like Bigfoot gonna get my ass. Dude, there was one night I went camping out with 5 of my friends deep out into the Appalachian Mountains. Again, another mistake. And we had to walk to this campsite that was down in a valley. And it didn't seem like that bad of a place, but there were a lot of dead trees around. They said it didn't look as nice as it used to. But anyways, we set up our campsite. 3 of us are sleeping in a tent. I'm sleeping inside the tent with 2 of my other friends. And I'll call them the tent boys, alright? And then I had hammock friends outside. D, A, and J, alright? So I wake up at like 3 in the morning, right as the fire had gone out. I was cold as shit, and I needed a fucking piss. And right as I was about to get up to go outside, I heard something out in the woods shuffling the leaves, okay? It was shuffling the leaves, and then it would take some steps. It would take very, very careful steps, but it would still shift the leaves. It would be like... It would take 4 steps every time. And it would stop and wait. And this whole time, I'm sitting there fucking waiting, holding my piss and waiting for this thing to leave camp so I feel good enough to come out. And eventually it doesn't. It just doesn't. So I turn to the tent boys and I'm like, hey, yo, do you guys hear this thing outside the tent? And they're like, they're not taking it serious at all. And then they say it's a chupacabra. And I'm like, all right, you guys are no fucking help. I unzip the tent and open that shit up. And I yell outside. I'm like, I whisper outside the tent to the guys in the hammocks, D, A, and J. I'm like, hey, are you guys hearing this? And D is the one who responds to me. He's like, yeah, Michael, I'm hearing this. Dude, I'll read that story in just a second, Rizzy D. Give me a second. And then when I said, hey, is anyone hearing this? D says, hey, Michael, yeah, I hear this, man. Me and him, I get out of the fucking tent, and I'm like, all right, dude, we've got to get Jay awake and get him ready with his revolver, because there's shit going on. Like, there's something in the woods around us, and Jay is not taking us serious. And then all of a sudden, he's A, goes, ah! A, fucking, just like, something was in his fucking hammock with him, and it was a fucking squirrel was in the hammock with him. It hops out, and, but there's still something in the fucking woods around us. Me and D are trying our best to get this fire built back up, And that shit is just, like, taking forever. We did not have enough fire for what we needed. Enough wood for what we needed. And all we had to defend ourselves, because Jay had his revolver, but he was asleep, not taking it serious, was a hatchet and a rusty machete. That's all we had to defend ourselves. And it's like, for 3 hours, I need to fucking piss. And me and D are trying to keep the fire going while there's something just circling around our tent, our campsite. Yeah, this girl was trying to cuddle with A, bro. And me and D are trying to keep this fire going. The thing's circling around us. This goes on for 3 hours. I'm holding my fucking piss. And I woke up at the point, was like, I was about ready to fucking burst, by the way. And just, the thing's not leaving. And then the sun finally starts to rise over the mountain. And whatever it is goes west for a little bit. Yeah, bro, all you need is Jesus and a decent rock, literally. But it goes west for a little bit. It, like, left us for a while. And the sun comes up a little bit more. It's finally daylight. Mostly daylight. We can see without the, we can see without needing a fire or anything like that, you know? It's like where daylight just... It's like, it's at that point in the morning where it's not dark, but it's not bright. You know what I mean? Like, it was like 60% bright, 40% dark. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm like, it's safe enough to go across this clearing so I can go take a piss. I go piss across the clearing, and on my way back, something runs behind me, whooshing the wind. And Dennis was watching my fucking back. Damn, I said his name. His name is D. He's a cool dude. Shout out if you're watching me, Dennis. Fucking love you, man. You know what, fuck. I love you too, Alex. Jonathan, I want to talk to you soon, buddy. Anyways, there's just something fucking running in the woods. We don't know what the fuck it is. It kicks up a bunch of dust, and then we never had anything like that happen to us in that spot again. I have gone down there again and found, like, some Satan circles and shit like that. Like, on a few times I've wanted to go down there, like, people drawing, like, satanic shit. That's, like, when you're in the woods out here, that's when you go and get out, because that's a schizophrenic on some shit. You camped once and felt something off and decided to just leave. Yep, listen to your fucking gut. Yeah, not the wind, dude. It was not the wind. Once I heard a woman crying in my porch at midnight with my dad watching TV. We thought it was from TV, so my dad hit the mute button, and the sound didn't go away. We lock eyes so we both hear it, and when I check from the window, no one is there, but the sound is still there. Dude, that shit's fucking crazy. Yeah, there were, like, pentagrams and shit like that, like, spray painted on rocks down there with, like, red paint and shit like that. And there was a tent down there, too, that just had, like, a fucking, like, peanut butter jar with a spoon in it. That it was, like, open, so it seemed like someone had been there, so we were, like, you know, looking around, trying to see, like, you know, who is camping here. Some lady comes camping or walking out the brush with her dog, and we're like, hey, is this your guys' tent? And she's like, no, that's been here. And we're like, oh, okay. So we started to get a bad feeling, so we just left, because that lady was going too. Dude, unironically, that would be fucking crazy if I ever made it to r/paranormal. Shit, I need an X thread to balance things out. I can't have it just be Reddit people seeing my shit. I have to have some 4chaners seeing it too. I gotta have balance, you know what I mean? You gotta have some good and some bad. It's up to you to decide on which one the Redditors are and the 4chaners. Keep the deviant art people away from me, though. They can stay away. They should have stayed in their shithole of a website. They shit up Twitter. Ooh, I got my twinkling titanite. Dude, I'm not even joking. I don't know. You missed this a few streams ago. We were talking about some paranormal stuff. So Invictusy. We were talking about some shit we had seen on 4chan. I saw someone had made a thread talking about some shit they had seen in the Vatican's basement. And if I remember right, they posted, I can't remember if it was for the thread's, lead photo, or if it was in the thread. Somebody had posted a picture that they were claiming was the body of a lycanthrope, the body of a werewolf. And it like looked pretty damn legit, you know what I mean? But it had like that uncanny valleyness to it. But I tried reverse searching that fucking picture as soon as I saw it, and I wasn't getting any results, so I knew it was something fresh. It was either someone made a really fucking impressive prop, or they actually had something they should not have been showing off. If you could draw good, dude, I'm learning how to draw. I would make furry art, I suppose, if for the money. Not for fun, but for the money, I would. Yeah, the government will scrub. I unironically think it was scrubbed, because I was never able to find it again. And usually stuff on 4chan is pretty good to get archived if it's like something significant or something wild enough, you know what I mean? If it's anything significant, people are archiving it. But that shit wasn't, so what does that mean, you know? Yeah, bro. I really do think it got like scrubbed, 100%. I think that was a real. I don't know. I don't want to say like that was 100% like a real fucking werewolf body, but the fact that you can't find it anymore is like there's some evidence there if they're trying to hide it. But then again, it could also just be a really elaborate prank and hoax, you know? Which I try to keep myself open to, but like with how wide, vast this world is, there, like in all of these stories, these cultures have so many things in common, like dragons and shit like that. There's no way there was not something that once existed to inspire all these stories. Like half-breeds, humans mixed with animals, and like all sorts of things like that. Curses that have turned people into animals. All sorts of things like that have existed throughout entirety of history. Like the fucking Algonquin people with the Wendigo and things like that. You know, consuming human flesh turns you into a monster. Oh yeah, they 100% do. And they can get away with it, man. That's the scary thing. They can get away with it. Describe what the creature looks like. Like the lycanthrope? Dude, it was a black-bodied creature that had... its body was really skinny. It looked almost sickly. I'm gonna be real with you. It looked kind of sickly. And it had a bullet hole in its head, I think. It was its head. And it had red eyes, like the irises of it were red, and its fucking sclera, like the parts on our eyes that are white, it was black on that shit. And it was like pinned up like a bipedal person, or like a bipedal like wolf. It wasn't like a dog standing there. It kind of stood almost like this, but it was just a bust up. You couldn't see anything else down below here. So as much as I can remember, the shoulders on it were forward kind of like this, and its mouth was fixed open in a snarling position like. And it was a black one that had gray and a bit of brown mixed into it. I don't know if it was mummified or decomposed. It looked like it was preserved. It looked mummified to me, but not like wrapped up. Yeah, dude. Like, I wish I could find it, because if it was a prop, it was a really fucking convincing prop, dude. I thought I saw some shit. I legitimately was thinking I saw some real shit. I wish I could look it up and find it. I've never seen anything like it since. If I saw it now, I could point it out, but I don't think I could recreate it. I could position for it, and maybe I could, like, paint over myself in Photoshop or something to try and recreate it. But, dude, it was fucking crazy. Its head, like, it had a relatively humanoid head. Like, it was tall like a human's was, but its snout was a bit more, was, like, elongated. You know what I mean? And, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking know. He had a fucking bullet hole in its fucking forehead, if I remember right. It was its forehead or its chest. And it was creepy, dude. You should see, I don't know, maybe ChatGPT could fucking find it if someone asked you to find it. I don't know. I never use ChatGPT. I don't like using AI, personally. I hate generative AI, because it's just, art is human soul. You can't recreate that. A Bigfoot type channel? I don't want to be known as like the conspiracy theorist guy, you know what I mean? Dude, you know, you say Bigfoot. What was the name of that one YouTuber who used to make the, like, parody Bigfoot videos, and he'd always rhyme? I remember he made one about Slender Man. Maybe it's Buffy something. But he's like, there's a Slender Man in my refrigerator. Not ChatGPT, the feds for real. That would make sense, you know, they could monitor everybody using ChatGPT that way if that information was getting fed. Seeing what they're, like, looking up and shit, thinking they're safe from Google. But, dude, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be like a YouTuber. I wouldn't want to be like the Bigfoot YouTuber, you know what I mean? I want to be Mike, the guy who plays some games and talks about some fun shit and maybe draws and things like that. Oh yeah, they're really interesting. But it's one of those things where once you draw too much attention to yourself, like, people start paying attention to you. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Nah, I can't remember. It might be Butchie Kid or Butch Kid something. Can I play the game with... I don't know if I can. Alright, hold on. I'm about to get attacked, aren't I? Slender Man refrigerator. Dude, what the fuck is this dude's shit from? Oh, Butchie Kid Videos is what it is. Butchie Kid Videos. He made a lot of, like, those parody Bigfoot sighting videos back in the day, and they are so fucking funny. He did one about Slender Man. That one's really good. Just look up Butchie Kid Slender Man, and you'll find some pretty funny videos. Mike. What's up? Is my mic messed up? Or are you just saying my name? Can you even say my name? Has the memory gone? Are you feeling numb? Dude, please give me human effigy. Thank you. I got 7 of them. I'm not gonna stop till I get a few more. And you can't hear a word they say. Oh my god, you lame-ass motherfuckers trying to snipe me. I'm tired of it. Hey Google, how many LEDs can I fit in a fridge? Hey ChatGPT, can a fridge survive a homemade nuclear explosion? Ain't gonna lie, kinda wanna get my ADP up to 25 and then put some stats into strength and endurance, I think. You're not old, bro. You know, I have to confess, the first time I watched Death Note, I had to stop watching the show when that happened. But the second time I came around to watching the show, I was fucking locked in and paying attention. I will tell you what. I really like Death Note a lot. It was a good anime. Hell, I don't know if you guys can see it from the camera where it's positioned at right now. Yeah, you can. Right there at the tip of my finger, boom, is a Bakuman box set. That's made by the same people who made Death Note. A totally different manga. It's about making manga, coincidentally. And it's really good story. Yeah, I'm a glass cannon for real. My electricity, like, just kills people. My Sunlight Blade, I was doing, like, 800 damage on some of my hits to the Ancient Dragon. Dude, you gotta check out Death Note. It's so fucking good. Same people, yeah. Yeah, Bakuman. The manga about making manga. It's written by the same... written and drawn by the same writer and artist. The two same people that made Death Note. You only watch the live action one? You should read the manga. The anime and the live action Bakuman don't actually adapt the entire story. One anime, some people... Bakugan with the little marbles was really cool. Oh yeah, I love anime still. I've been watching Gachi Akuta whenever I've been eating for like the past week. My Hero Academia is like my all-time favorite manga. I don't know, that's a pretty hard declaration because Gash Bell is my favorite manga. You can't even finish one episode? Dude, you have to find the show that's right for you. Yeah, read the manga. Honestly, if you can't watch anime, try the manga instead, because the manga a lot of times is better than the anime in terms of like the content. The anime can make these things look really pretty and make some really nice additions, but if you value what the mangaka is trying to say, read the manga. If you want to appreciate their art, read the manga. Horikoshi is one of the best fucking artists to ever hit Shonen Jump. And My Hero Academia, I'm kind of iffy on the ending of it, because I still think it's a good ending. I think it's a good ending. Just, if I had written My Hero Academia, I would have made the story take the entirety of Deku's high school career, and, like, probably the first or 2 years of him graduating, I would have the series end with the final confrontation that we do get. I just think Deku needed more time as a school student before we jumped into, All for One and releasing his master plan. Because by the time we get to, like, halfway through the story, it's not even about the school anymore, you know what I mean? The series could have just been called My Hero, and it would have been all the same. Golden Kamui? Shit, I got a lot on my rotation right now, but it's been a bit. I'd have to sit down and go over my list of stuff. But Zatch Bell is one of the best shonen manga I have ever read. It's Zatch Bell in the United States, and I think some parts outside of Japan. But in Japan, the series is called Konjiki no Gash, which means Golden Gash. The anime, they called it Konjiki no Gash Bell, Golden Gash Bell. Read the manga. The manga is way better than the anime. The anime does do some good stuff, but the manga has made me cry more times than any other fucking anything ever has. Like, Makoto Raikou, when he was making that shit, he put his heart and his soul into that. Especially, the anime doesn't adapt the true ending. It makes its own ending of the manga. So, I don't even want to spoil the ending in case if you've never read the manga. But that ending that you saw in the anime is half... it's not like literally, like, the anime only adapts 2/3 of the entire Zatch Bell manga. I've not read Homunculus, no. I like Berserk, I like JoJo. I've not caught up on JoJo Lands, JoJo Lands. The last, JoJo Lands chapter I read was like 13 or 14, I think. But I do know about John Rod. I like Full Metal Alchemist. I like Dragon Ball. Shoot, I was actually, I was streaming Dragon Ball Z Budokai on the GameCube just a few days ago, because I still have it, and I hate that soundtrack was plagiarized, but I'm really happy that it was, because it's a kick-ass soundtrack because of the plagiarism. Usually they change the ending because they don't have enough time to wait for the mangaka to finish the story. So a lot of times they have to make their own ending. It's why Full Metal Alchemist 2003 didn't follow the same storyline as the manga, is because the manga was still being written. They had to write their own content to go off of. So with the situation that happened with Zatch Bell, Makoto Raikou broke his hand when he was drawing the manga, and it ended up going on hiatus. The American rock soundtrack, yeah. Dude, I love the Bruce Faulconer version of the Dragon Ball Z dub. I think the soundtrack is pretty good. Like, Cell's theme, classic. Gohan's anger, classic. Cell's theme again, classic. Super Saiyan 3, classic. Vegeta's theme, classic. But the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games they didn't get the American soundtrack. It did get Rock the Dragon for the opening. That's the only American soundtrack song it got. The music producer for the Dragon Ball Z games at the time, and even some other stuff relating to the anime down the line, he plagiarized a fuck ton of music from bands like Stratovarius, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, just to name a few. But, like, he chose good songs to fucking plagiarize. He did. He really did. Like, I'm not even joking. I remember the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Super Saiyan transformation better than I do either of the animated, like, Dragon Ball Z versions of the transformation, be it the Dragon Ball Z English dub with the Falconer track or the Japanese audio, music. It does not matter. Any seinen manga or anime? Well, I mean, like I said, Berserk. I'm trying to think. Witchblade, I watched that a while ago. I'm trying to think of some other shit. I've watched so many, it's hard for me to rip them off. I like Devilman Crybaby. I have Ashita no Joe over there on my bookshelf. I have Steel Ball Run. I have the first 2 volumes of Steel Ball Run, and I have the entirety of Phantom Blood. Oh yeah, it did. If America didn't have the rock soundtrack it did in its version, Dragon Ball Z would have not been as successful. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, you guys need to read the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga if you haven't. That shit is so good. I'll have to go through my anime list on Crunchyroll. I need to make my anime list so I can actually keep track. But if I went through on Crunchyroll, I could tell you a lot of what I've been watching. I've been watching some Baki here and there. I like the original 90s Baki. It was really good. Alright, Gank Squad. Piss off. Dude, and when I hear that fucking guitar from Rock the Dragon, that like, that shit makes me want to fucking go lift weights, you know what I mean? Also, Dragon Ball Z Budokai is the only time we have ever officially seen Rock the Dragon play over Chala, Head Chala's opening. Or, well, I guess rather it's visuals, is what I should say. Dude, the orange hair 90s Baki is so good. Yeah, dude, I like it. Why do I still enjoy shonen? Because it's hopeful. I like it because it's hopeful. It gives the kids something hopeful. I got into My Hero Academia when it was, like, brand new. And it just, when I was watching, I kind of realized exactly what My Hero Academia really was. Oh, dude, I love Bleach. But it's been a really long time since I've watched anything Bleach related. Naruto's good too. I don't like the filler that they've added in the anime. But when I was reading My Hero Academia, I just realized how important these manga were, because they're teaching morals and lessons that, like, over here in the West, they don't fucking talk about. That's why, like, shonen is about hope. That's really what it is. It's about having hope, determination, and getting your, you know, just... It's about being, like, a boy growing into a man is what Shonen Jump fucking is. Like, Deku's whole fucking character arc in My Hero Academia. I'm dropping My Hero Academia spoilers, so you have, like, 4 fucking seconds to mute this shit. The whole fucking point of Deku's arc was being mature enough as a person to give up his dream to save somebody else. When Deku gave up One for All, that was the ultimate sacrifice, with him giving up his dream. That is one of the most manly things, most adult, most mature things he could do, that he did to save a little boy. He did it to try and save that little boy's broken heart and gave him hope. That's what it's about. Shigaraki died with hope. That's what it's about. That's what My Hero Academia is about. That's what Zatch Bell is about. That's what Bleach is about. Every fucking shonen you ever see is about hope. Those mangaka, they're making those series because they love the audience and they love humanity and they want to influence it in one way or another. Because those kids that are reading those manga, even the adults too, are getting influenced by it. You know what I mean? Sacrifice is what makes a man, exactly. Deku's one of the best Deku is the greatest character in Shonen Jump, in my opinion. I'm just gonna say it. He was willing to do it all. He did everything. He was a fucking madman. He was insane. He could connect with his villains. He tried to understand the people he was fighting. Deku wasn't just some mindless fucking fighter. You know what I mean? He cared about the people that he was fighting. He saves the people he fights. Deku is not about beating the villain. He's about saving the villain. That's a very important distinction. Because Shigaraki's whole story would not have happened if somebody had helped him, if the right person had helped him. And you almost see Shigaraki happen again at the end of the series with that kid who has the black ooze for his quirk. Yeah, you see, now they did, in the American, that is an American dub exclusive right there, Solon, which, that is a very American thing, but I still like the American portrayal of Goku from the original Dragon Ball Z dub. I am ally to good, nightmare to you. I fucking love that line. That shit goes so fucking hard. You have no idea. I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry for peace. What? Does he say, I am the ally to good and nightmare to you? Is that when he says it? Like, that shit gives me fucking goosebumps, dog. Like, my arm hair is standing up because of it. They were just on their sauce back in the day, you know what I mean? You didn't say please. You see, there was a different bit of charm back then that they put into the stuff they were making. And also censorship too, but I can look past a little bit of that.
I'll be around.
Dude, I really wish that we got that uncensored dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! That 4Kids tested. They made like 10 episodes of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters uncensored, and they did it with a more accurate translation to the Japanese dub, and it was fucking kick-ass. But they just never made anything else. They just never made any more. I guess they thought it wouldn't be profitable, and they didn't censor the cards either. They had like the Japanese like text and everything on them. It literally was an unchanged anime. And I don't know why the fuck 4Kids didn't fucking go through with it. That shit would have been so good to see as a kid, bro. Like, dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about aura farming. Dude, Yami Yugi is a tough motherfucker. He is someone that most people need to take a little bit after. He's fucking ruthless, but he's fair. You know what I mean? He does cheat, though. Sometimes he does cheat. In the card games, he cheats, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, he wins pretty fair. At the time, yeah. Damn, I did not mean to eat shit on him. You see, that's what they would say, is that it would be too dark for us at the time. But, like, I don't know, man. They were worried about protecting the kiddies from, like, the mature stuff. But I think kids can handle stuff, like, a little bit of... Like, they can handle mature things that, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Could present. But kids don't need to be seeing, like, the super sexualized shit, like, that... like people are worried about. Like, I think there should be sexual nudity for the fucking fans and adults and shit like that. Because let me tell you, as soon as I get a Desert Sorceress set, I'm going to Rosa Beth's ass and I'm making her wear those fucking clothes. Because she's a digital woman and she's fucking hot. And she's a woman. It's pixels and it doesn't matter. But, like, in real life, people are trying to get their kids comfortable with so much sexual shit. It is disgusting. Especially in the city I live in, which is super liberal. It makes me want to throw up. Yep, don't mix reality with fiction. But, I don't know. Shonen's a little bit naive, but it's about having hope. You know what I mean? The world's already depressing and miserable, so you may as well just try and inject a little bit more hope into it. You know what I mean? Dude, controller, start acting right, please. You know, I killed the old Iron King for this, maxed up my fucking faith to 50. It's not maxed, but I upped it to 50. I like grinded for the fucking skeptic spice, and blinding bolt just ain't doing shit because I ain't got the faith for it. Yeah, you see, I don't know. I think kids at the time could have handled shit like Yu-Gi-Oh. They just thought that kids were fucking stupid and would be imitating shit they saw in the show. Excuse me. Like, in the very first chapter of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, Yugi has a battle with a guy. They play a shadow game, and this game is played with a knife and a stack of money. The game is played, you put the money on the back of your hand, and your goal is to stab through as much of the money that's on your hand as you can without stabbing your hand, and whoever has the most bills at the end of the game wins the lot. In the anime, they toned it down to where Yugi and his bully are hanging from the school tower by a rope, and they have to draw cards to decide how many steps up or down they take on the tower. So whoever gets too low ends up dying, or ends up falling from the tower. They had to, like, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh manga is fucking crazy. Some of that stuff getting toned down, I can understand, because people got burned alive in that manga. But, like, for what we got with Duel Monsters, they did not need to censor it. I am really happy we got Hyperdrive, though, in 5Ds. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's opening was really fucking cool, and I'm really glad that 4Kids let the community vote for that one. You lose if you stab your hand. Yep, if you lose and stab your hand, you automatically lose. Like, complete lose. But what the bully does is he tries to stab Yugi with the knife instead to steal all the money, and Yami punishes the bully by making him go insane and see he basically sees money everywhere, but it's really all a bunch of trash and shit like that. Yeah, no, if you stab your hand, you lose all the money. Oh yeah, dude, I'm a very varied person, Rizzy. I like a little bit of everything. I think that boxing yourself into predefined ways or expectations is what makes people want to kill themselves. Don't ever define who you are. Don't ever describe yourself to a label. Don't ever align yourself with anything. Just be yourself. Just enjoy what you enjoy. That's all you need to do. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Got so many of these. I think I already have a full set of this, so I'm just gonna dump these. Like when you troll at the mall with a fake bill. Kinda. No, I'm not even joking. I can't remember. Oh, that bully actually does show up later in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. It's canon that 5Ds in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series take place in the same universe. It might shoot off at some points, but they at least take place in the same universe. Same continuity. But, yeah, that bully, he, like, sees a pile of trash. Like, leaves, soda cans and shit like that. He sees it all as, like, money and treasure and shit like that. And, he's stuck outside. They do this game outside of the school, like, right in front of the school. And when all of the kids are walking into school, they just see... Was his name Yujiro? I can't remember the bully's name. They just see the bully just rolling in money and filth, being like, look at all this money I have. Nobody can have it. And he's, like, trying to fight people for looking at his, like, at his fucking leaves and shit like that. Hold on a second. Do I want to buy arrows from Gavlin? Not right now. Trying to decide what to do. I grinded to get human effigies for the Dark Lurker, but I kind of want to... I don't know. Yeah, no, that literally is what crackheads fucking see, dog. I'm not joking. You should read the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, dude, because it is way, way different from the anime. Trying to see what I could do for, like, some quick souls. Nah, I don't want to go kill those fucking Hide Knights again. Let's go here. I mean, sometimes the shonen can feel predictable, but a lot of times these days, shows are trying to, and a lot of manga are trying to subvert expectations sometimes. But really, it just comes down to the series. Like, I don't read, like, everything. If it's interesting and I like the art style and I like the characters, that's what makes me watch it. I don't go into a shonen manga looking for the predictable shit, because if you look for it, you're gonna find it. It's like when you're watching a horror movie and you're looking out for all, like, the little hints that you're about to get jump scared. Like in the 2017 movie Annabelle, anytime that there was a jump scare coming up, you would see an inverted cross in the frame building up to it. And that's how you knew that shit was coming. You're gonna find what you're looking for, Rizzy D. That you're gonna find what you're looking for like that. Hold on a second. I want to swap this out. Just go into anime with no expectations, and you might be surprised by what you'll enjoy. You know, sometimes these shonen jumps have really interesting premises. Like Gachi Akuta is about a boy who lives in a floating sphere, and he like lives among like the poor people in that sphere. And there's a higher society that looks at the poor people like, you know, filth. And they often will get tossed out of the sphere for crimes they may or may not have committed. Naruto gets framed for murder, and he gets tossed down to the surface. Damn. And it turns out down on the surface, there are people living down there too. But it's a total fucking wasteland, filled with nothing but trash and garbage. Like, imagine shit comparable to Wall-E levels trash of trash. But if there are beasts walking around made up of these trash, because in-universe in Gachi Akuta, items can get souls. If people spend enough time taking care of those items, they can develop their own souls. Discarded items work on the same premise. They can build up enough hatred to where they turn into trash beasts, or what they're called. And there's this group of people called cleaners that go around killing the trash beasts. But there's another group of people called raiders that have their own total fucking objective. And it turns out they're making these trash beasts. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get into it for more than just looking at it as a shonen and shutting it down for that reason. You know what I mean? You'll miss out on gold that way. And also, Death Note, that shit's shonen, believe it or not. People think it's seinen, but it's shonen. Attack on Titan is shonen, it's not... Or, Attack on Titan is seinen, excuse me, not shonen. A lot of people confuse shonen and seinen a lot of the time. Ah, fuck this guy. Also, the first time I read Zatch Bell, I was not expecting some of the shit that happened in that manga. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it in case there's anybody watching this after the discussion that does want to check it out. But that fucking manga throws you some curveballs you wouldn't expect to have happen. It really, really does. Like, that shit's fucking brutal. Yeah, no, I liked Attack on Titan. It was really freaking good. I watched it originally when it was coming out on Crunchyroll in 2013 or some shit like that. And I remember the wait for Season 2. I lost all my excitement for it by then, but I still watched Season 2. And then when Season 3 came out, I just never picked it up again. I read the manga after I finished Season 2, and I got to the part... I guess you could say one of the most climactic moments of Season 3 is where I got to in the manga. Luffy hears the drums of liberation. Oh, the one where he goes, Gear 5. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think sometimes they do really cool shit in these anime. That's cool. If I had the fucking skill to draw on a weekly basis like these motherfuckers do, I would be doing it. I promise you. Alright, I'm not gonna try with that guy anymore. I hate fighting the hammer. No, my fucking coke! Damn it! Oh well. C'est la vie. First I died to a giant, and then I dropped my fucking coke. My Mexican coke, that was like half full. In this economy, I don't even know. That was like dropping a bullet at 9mm on nothing. Unbelievable. Are you okay, Casey? Alright. Ah, damn, son. That's what I get for keeping my fucking phone behind the tall ass soda bottle. Don't stare at my bald spot. Yep. Speaking of mountain climbing, you guys should check out the game, Peaks of Yore. Oh, it's a really good one. Come on, dude. You can work. Come on. Boy, I don't know why that dragon never came and collapsed the bridge. I broke those eggs to show that shit off, but it never happened. Oh well, I don't have to worry about the souls anymore. Ah, bum, ba, ba, ba. This one's for Koki. Shit. Oh yeah, now there's a bunch of fucking people online. It's alright. Don't start smoking, kids. Seriously, don't. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these up. Make myself human. Have a few tries. At Dark Lurker. I'll set you there. Stop falling. Damn, that dude's got two great swords. He's probably got one that's like lightning and another one that's a colt or some shit like that. Got some wacky vacky. Hell yeah. You see, I got my bong up on the shelf over there. I'm trying to cut down on how much I'm smoking. But I'm doing very poorly at that. If there was ever anything I could undo, it was picking up a smoking habit. I say habit, but really it's just an addiction at this point. I love smoking weed. A day of red in Marlboro. That's crazy, dog. I don't know. My dad smokes Marlboros too. He smokes the specials, I think. Yeah, how do you feel after stopping? My big thing is that my chest will sometimes feel a little bit congested or something like that. Anyone under a certain year can never buy cigs and shit. Dude, I will say that it's probably for the best, but I still think that the people should be at the liberty to choose what they want to do with their own bodies. Yeah, cowboy killers, bro. Cowboys would be chilling on them fucking cigarettes smoking, bro. Sorry, this is really fucking gross. I'm back. Hey, yo, that's the thing. Rizzy D, you can't miss what you never had. You know what I mean? You can't miss what you never had. It'll hit anything but him. Anything but him. Well, I only got 2 life gems. I'm kind of cooked for him right now. Alright. Alright. I see you. I see you. You're in my sights. Don't worry. That's what Sasuke says about Naruto. Dude, I don't know why the fuck Kishimoto wrote those two with so much homoerotic energy. But I don't know, maybe they're just close like that. Maybe they're just close like that. Oh yeah, dude. If I just knew, I already, like, addiction runs in my family, so I'm already cooked for it, but if I had known just how addictive it would have become, I never would have started smoking weed. I won't lie, though, I had a pretty unmissable opportunity to smoke weed for the first time. It was out of, like, a 15-gram joint, so, like, I had to, you know what I mean? Like Spartans. Yeah, they Spartan close, bro. Yoo-hoo! Come here! Die! Ow! Oh, dude, back yourself up to that corner, please. Please. Dude's dead, he doesn't even know it. Never tried weed, but they say weed doesn't have a withdrawal. Yes, it does. It does. It does. I get really sweaty and irritable, and I can't eat when I go through weed withdrawals. Like, my body just starts getting way too hot, and I just start sweating profusely. And the night sweats when you quit smoking weed, oh my god, bro. You wish you were in a fucking ice bath to sleep. I'm not even joking. It's fucking terrible. I don't know if Sacred Oath is gonna stay active now. Alright, I'm gonna trust it. And also, I think weed might help me a little bit with, I don't know if I got ADHD or something like that. But sometimes it can help me keep focused. And if I don't get it, sometimes I get like really jittery, I guess. I don't know. It's just like, I guess it's like an ADHD thing. I get like restless is the best way to put it. Not jittery, but restless. Yeah, very few stuff will make you die when you stop. So stuff like weed still has withdrawals, just not lethal, yeah. That's exactly what it is. You're gonna have withdrawals, they're just not lethal. Yeah, I would give up my smartphone before I gave up weed. I'll be real with you. Dude, I was so fucking pissed off at Spotify when they announced the car thing. Because I was totally hoping that they would release something that would just be a mobile Spotify device. And, like, that would be its whole existing fucking purpose. Keep it connected through, like, add it to your T-Mobile plan or some shit like that. But nah, you had to have your smartphone anyways to use the fucking Spotify car thing. So it was kind of redundant to use it. And I bought that thing, and then it fucking bricked itself, and they announced they were going to stop providing support for it. So I was fucking cooked anyways. Like, it didn't matter if it had bricked itself or not, I still wouldn't have been able to use it. Ouch. With a non-smartphone and laptop for emails, boom, exactly. I think that social media and smartphones have been a plague on Earth and a plague to society. It's been nothing but detrimental, especially dating apps, bro. I'm really shy, so I've been having to use dating apps, and I'll go talk to girls in, like, real life sometimes, shit like that. But for me, sometimes I have a hard time, like, you know, nailing that, you know, just sometimes nailing it, and sometimes shit doesn't go well. And then sometimes I just get shy and my mind goes blank. But, like, it just changes the game. When there's access to, like, replacements and new people at your fingertips, like, just like that, people don't value relationships anymore. There's no incentive to. If something's not working for you, just go shop for the next thing that works. That's why casual relationships became so common. Oh yeah, you can hang out and meet new people. That's what's good about it, but, you know, there is the bad things about it, too. That you have to accept that come with it. Alright, I hate fighting the two of these at once. Alright, now that they're separated, they should be a bit more manageable. Woof, 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 woof. I thought so. Almost. I do like social media, though, because it has allowed people to start their own, like, online businesses. Like, you know, you have artists who are able to, you know, do commissions. Some people make stickers and sell them at art markets or sell them online and things like that. So the internet has been really good for that regard. But I just think, like, for society, socially, I think it has had some negative consequences that, as a whole, we need to figure out how to navigate. Because it's not like we can undo what's already been done, you know what I mean? True. For example, like, being able to hang out, but far away, but you can actually make legit connections online as long as it's not some serial killers involved fucking real. Like that one chick, Crom. You're gonna have to remind me of which chick, but I know exactly what kind of shit you're talking about, bro. I've made more genuine friendships over the internet than I have in person. Which is fucking sad. But I don't know. Where I live, it's not a very great place anyways. The people here are really cliquey. Unless you're, like, in their box, they don't want anything to do with you. You know what I mean? And I'm not a fan of that shit. You either like me or you don't kind of guy. If you don't like me, kick bricks. There's the expression, kick rocks. I don't know. Kick bricks would probably hurt worse. One chick from the UK who came to the USA to get killed by her US friend who she wanted to kill her. Oh my Lanza, I might have heard about that shit. Did Justin Wang talk about that? Oh, it's recent. You seen it on Facebook? Okay. That's fucking wild. That sounds like something Justin Wang would talk about, so I'm sure he'll make a video about that in a few years. Is it all the NPCs that matter, or is it just the ghosts? Hold on a second. He's right here, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I've got to kill all enemies. Hello, friend. Damn. That or some weird MK Ultra shit, yeah. Dude, I like just how open YouTube is, but it's not as open as it used to be. I was like watching YouTube all the way back in 2010, 2011, dude. So I got to watch YouTube change over the years, and it's fucking wild. Kill them all like Metallica. Alright, gotta do it. I need my boy Risotto to pull up for me. Yeah, dude, I'm streaming on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, and Twitch right now. And I gotta say, I have been having a better show out on YouTube. I got my boy Abel on Twitch, though, who watches every now and again. They usually lurk. I'm wondering where Mary Quest is today and how they're doing. Dude, I do not want to deal with that Pyromancer 2. One at a time, please. And it's going to turn into a bad situation if I get cornered by both of them here. Oh, thank God for the gems. Your friend used to watch porn on YouTube. Have you tried Kick? I do. Alright, so I'm gonna blow your fucking minds with this. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's tons of ways you could watch porn on YouTube. There were tons of ways you could. I don't know. Are you guys on the Shorts overlay? If you're in the Shorts overlay, you won't see it. Or Shorts stream, but I do have an overlay specifically made for Kick. But I don't like how Kick has its shit set up. I don't know how to use it, I guess is what it is, I should say. I like how YouTube and Twitch integrate OBS, but the way that Kick does it, I don't understand. Black Ops 2 ports came to PS5. Dude, the last Black Ops game I owned was Black Ops 1 for the PlayStation 3. I did try Ghost, and that was like the newest Call of Duty game I had ever tried. That was the last time I tried one. Only Dark Souls you played was the new one, and it was that giant snake boss that becomes a second boss when you beat the first one. I'm trying to think. I've not played Dark Souls 3. Are you talking about Elden Ring? It's a Q20 tries. Dude, I loved Elden Ring. I want to play that game on stream sometime, but I want to beat the save I have that's in the middle of the DLC. I never did get to beat Shadow of the Erd Tree because I got caught up in some other games. Yeah. Dude, I love Elden Ring. Dude dodged out of the backstab. He is lucky. I knew this dude would be coming for my back, bro. I knew. The only Souls game you've played is Elden Ring, Rizzy. You should try the old ones, dude. Dark Souls 1, I think, is the best, like, Soulsborne game, period. To be honest with you. It's, like, the most concentrated Souls experience. Like, it does everything right, too. Oh, dude. What do you guys have consoles? I know the Switch 2 has Elden Ring on it. That's actually probably a really good way to play the game on the go, too, if you guys don't have, like, a gaming PC or Steam Deck or a PlayStation 5 or nothing. I know one of you has a PlayStation 5. Dude, I need heals really bad. You don't game much? Just not enough time these days? Or just not the energy for it? You have a PS4. I have to get a certain cable for it, though. Oh, dude. Hey, you can play Elden Ring on it, man. All Dark Souls games are on the PS4 as well. You have an old PC, Rizzy D? Shoot, you could play Dark Souls, man. You'd be golden. Dark Souls Remastered would run on that game pretty good. I grew up playing Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition on Steam, and that shit was really good, but it still had some of the problems. Oh, time or space. Oh, dude, that sucks. I hear that. The only reason I have an abundance of time right now is because I lost my job at Amazon. I got rear-ended as a driver, and the state trooper declared it my fault, even though I got hit. I'll show you some pictures of the van. Give me just 1 second to get up here. But I was making a right-hand to a right-hand turn because I was leaving one driveway and going into the other. And this semi-truck merged from the left-hand lane because it was a 5-lane road. 2 in America, 2 going this way, a middle lane, and then 2 going that way. The guy was in the passing lane, and I was turning into the, like, you know, that first lane on the right. And he just fucking merged into me and hit my shit and spun the van around and knocked it sideways. And I lost my job because the state trooper declared that shit my fault. And I can't get a letter of dismissal because the courts are fighting over it. Take a look at that. Wait, hold up. There you go. That's the semi behind it. A PS2 and Battlefront 2. Dude, I just fixed my PS2 on Wednesday. The ribbon cable on it. Oh, that's the back where you hit me. The ribbon cable on it got pretty fucked up. Or came unglued over time. I don't know if you guys could see that very easy. But the ribbon cable on it just came unglued over time. And I had to fix it. They are tools, bro. Oh, I'm fighting it, dude. I'm stuck in traffic court over it, dog. And that shit kept me from getting fucking delivery jobs, because that's what I like doing. So, it got me cooked on that. Thank you. Thankfully, I didn't get hurt. It literally just turned me on the side, but if that shit had been worse, like, I could have probably got hurt. There was a sign that I rolled over, and if that shit had come through, like, the window or the windshield, it probably could have severed some shit. But, you know, I got lucky. I got really lucky. Yeah, you see, Amazon had to do it based on the policy. I smoke, and in North Carolina, it's okay to smoke, but federally it's not, and Amazon has to follow federal regulations. It was okay for me like that I was smoking when I got the job, but because an accident happened, they had to let me out. Dude, a CDL would be pretty chill, but I don't know. I like driving, but I think I'd get pretty bored doing a CDL at times. Like, if I was going across the country, it's chill as fuck. I know, it's piss easy. But sitting there all day on your ass, unengaged, you can't draw. You can only drive so much. Well, I don't have any herbs, so... Or, excuse me, gems. Alright, you fucking cunt. If he breaks my ring, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, it has a dash cam, and the dash cam showed that that guy drove into me. You know what? Fuck it. I'll start a fucking tip cup, and you know what? You know what? That'll be a fucking dono goal. If I get enough money to get my own rig and put myself through fucking CDL, I'll go get a fucking rig, and I'll name it after you, Salin Victussy. Or Victussy. Yeah. Let me see. But, yeah, the Amazon van does have a dash cam, and it showed that that guy... It showed that the guy merged into me, and I made, like, a fair turn. I made a legal turn and all that shit. But I got cooked. Hold on, I need, souls, really. I don't know. I'm just gonna try doing this better and see if that works out for me. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really nice. I knew a girl in, high school. Her father made decent money doing, CDL and trucking. Or with the CDL and trucking. With lizard lots. Oh, with lot lizards, bro, that's fucking diabolical. Dude's a fucking dog. He just said it out loud. Hey, you own it though, bro. Yeah, JK, I'd be on the way home after seeing the black dog. Oh, dude, that'd be fucking scary. Alright, those guys are running up here, so I'm gonna hide. And hopefully they don't aggro on me. Oh my god, he's coming. Please, oh my god. Dude, he just needs to take a little bit more damage. There we go. Oh boy, that could have been a lot better. Yo, I talked about this last stream, so the people who watched me last stream in here at this time might hate it. But some of the best games that ever copied the Zelda formula and got as close as they could to recreating it was the Harry Potter games years 1 through 3 for the GameCube and PS2. That's Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone / Philosopher's Stone if you're from outside of America, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban. Those 3 games right there were the closest any studio ever got to replicating the 3D Zelda formula. And they did a pretty damn good job at it. They did a really good job at it, in my opinion. Only thing they could have done was make the, like, the time in that game advances on a schedule based on, like, you know, whenever you complete, like, your day's tasks and things like that. There's some stuff that's not available on later days. Some stuff you can only do, like, early on. Which I think is a damn shame. I'm gonna use this up. You know, and what sucks is I can't get the dash cam from that accident footage because Amazon has to release it. So I can't even have the evidence in front of me to defend myself. Alright, Budro, you're getting on my nerves. You need to die. Yeah, back up, bitch. Back up. Dude, he knows what's gonna happen if he steps up to me. Oh, shit. Alright, one more, buddy, and you're done. Yeah. It does. Alright, Mr. Ghost, I'm not trying to shoot you. I'm trying to shoot your guardian down there. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I have the resources for this. So I might, I don't know, I might pull out. Jeffrey Bezos is a demon. Dude, I think a lot of the elites are aliens or demons. It's one of the two. Gotta be. There's no way you can have that much money and not use that shit for good. I'm gonna play it safe. You think they channel dark shit? Dude, I honestly believe what you manifest does bring a little bit of that to reality. So they probably are doing, like, really evil shit. Yeah, the blood. Didn't they find on Epstein's island, like, bleeding pits and shit like that or something? Or, like, I know they found, like, shit to process human bodies and make them disappear. Oh, I got hiccups now. Dude, I can't believe she's got those. I would love to have more. They found shit beyond shit. Dude, they might have found... What if they found a fucking contact to, like, God or Satan or some shit like that? Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm gonna go get some human effigies. I'm gonna try a different spot to grind them out this time. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Luna Belfry. If you drink too much, you get hiccups? Yeah, they're superstitious. Yeah. Like, honestly, you think with that much money, they'd know, like, there's nothing there's to be suspicious about or superstitious of if everything's normal. Why are the fucking rich people superstitious? They know shit we don't know. They got connections we don't know, or we don't have. The tunnels. Dude, I was browsing fucking Reddit earlier, and in my fucking city, people have been reporting that there's, like, people living underneath one of the streets in, like, the fucking gutters and shit like that, which I totally believe with where I live. Like, I have a bunch of fucking freaks around me. No, I don't have anything I need on right now. Dude, let me live! Oh, yeah. So many Jeffies. Dude, it goes even deeper than what we know, unfortunately. Alright, I'll kill you now. Dude, the homeless know about the tunnels. Some of them get abducted. Dude, I bet the homeless population would be like the prime people to test shit on. And where I live, there used to be old, like, bathrooms underground. And there used to be, they were, like, building an old subway station or some shit like that. Back in, like, the 40s or 50s, I think, or something. It was a long time ago. But anyways, they blocked off the underground bathrooms for public safety, is what they say. And there were also moonshiner tunnels in my city, too. So I wonder how much of that is not like a cover-up some other fuck shit. Because I swear to God, in the city I live in, some of these people are not normal humans. Like, some of these people are fucking evil. Unironically, like, it's like they got fucking demons in them telling them to be evil and do evil shit. And think evil things. But, you know, that's just me thinking. I don't know. I think that there is, like, weird energy that people can pick up on, like we were saying earlier, like how all living things have radio waves. I think there's a lot of radio waves people pick up on, and this, where I live, is just, I don't know. I feel like there's something fucked up behind the scenes here. Yep, old infrastructure. The old infrastructure is the perfect fucking disguise for all this shit, too, you know? It's like the perfect thing to start to, like, use as your front fucking door, and then advance that shit and develop it. I don't know if it's like people become demons per se, or like people get possessed by demons. I think there might be some people who just straight up become demons because they might just be that fucking evil. I'm dead. Yeah, I can't use that shit on these guys at all. These dogs. I don't know. I think evil exists everywhere. I think evil exists in everybody as well, but some people are able to, like, suppress it better than others. Be it consciously or subconsciously. We all are capable of doing evil, bad things because that's what nature demands of you in a normal setting. I don't know. People don't realize just how fake everything is. The only reason anybody, like, the only reason the system fucking works right now is because people are just agree to follow the system. If everybody decided to start acting wild, like running rampant and causing chaos, like that would just be New World Order. That would just be the new way of the world. Hide your silver swords in the full moon, dark. There's shadows lurking who like the light. Alright, buddy. Unnecessary. Because we rely on it. Yep. We rely on this system, exactly. It's the only thing that keeps people peaceful. But there are, the people in power know that that's what it is, so they need the system to keep functioning. And keep people complacent. I got just two. Alright, they're gonna start off like that. Hold up a second. Dude, can I aim this to go down there? Not really. Some land to build on? Yep. I want to get some land too that I can just like build on, start like a little garden and shit. Fuck! Start a garden, grow some food and shit like that. I don't know. I'd like to have some animals like some chickens, I think. Yeah, if you don't pay your taxes, the bank comes or owned it, yeah. If you don't pay your taxes, the government will also just come and take it from you too. That's a thing. Nothing, huh? Interesting. Can't have city zoning? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. The further away out you are from the city, the better off you are in most cases. You know, depending on what you need, of course. Start off with just a tent with a truck and slowly frame up a little cabin house. So you want to start from scratch, dude. That shit would be like really fucking cool. Build you like a nice little hearth out of stone and shit like that. Have you like something really solid you can cook at. And then just build the house around that. That's what I would do. I'm gonna put a whole wood with a trailer. Honestly, if there's any car that you were to get, I would consider a Subaru. Unironically, get you like one that has a 6-cylinder. Like, I think they make some Outbacks or Foresters that are 6-cylinders. The all-wheel drive in those cars is what the real fucking gold is. Because they'll go anywhere you fucking ask them to. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially where I live, Subarus have a higher cost to buy because they're higher in demand here. But just what you get out of them is good. I don't like the CVTs they put in them. But I think if they ever swap to a dual clutch transmission, I think that'll be the way to go for an automatic. If you can drive a manual, I would recommend a manual one. I had a 2018 WRX until a deer decided I wasn't going to anymore. And the clutch in it felt really, really nice. It was easy to drive too. Once I figured it out, it was easy to drive. Driving with a turbo can be a bit hard sometimes because you have to account for turbo lag when you're letting out that clutch. Oh man, I don't want all stream to be just me trying to kill the Dark Lurker. I might have to come back to him later. Oh, 90s Toyota truck, that's all you need. Dude, I've driven a couple 90s Toyota Tacomas before, like late 90s, early 2000s Tacomas. They're nice trucks. They're cozy. I would own one. I think if there was any pickup truck I would own that wasn't like a full size, I would have a Tacoma. Get me one from like 2006 that's been nice and taken care of. That'd be one of the best trucks you could like have, especially if it was garage kept. Soul lost undead. Name was Soldier. Soldier. Come on, man. I need some effigies, man. Come on, fat. Ah. Oh, small old Yodas are amazing off-road? Shoot. I've never taken a Toyota off-road or any car off-road, but I'd want to fucking do it at some point. I'd like to do rally. I really want to have a Toyota Corolla 86, AE86, but that's like unobtainium as far as I'm concerned. So I was thinking about saving up to get a Toyota 86 instead. Something, you know, new. Dude went through the fucking wall. I hit him so hard. Dude, little 90s Toyota trucks will crawl up rocks and shit. Dude, that's fucking cool as shit. I saw a video of somebody's Subaru going up a giant sand dune that some four-wheel drive trucks were struggling to go up. But I was just thinking, if I could have any car in real life, I'd want a BMW M3 GTR. Just like the one from Need for Speed Most Wanted, but not sabotaged. Because that car goes fucking hard. Hard as hell. Dude, I would love to just hit this bitch. Hit him, man. Hit it. And he had nothing for me. Nothing. Beams hug for real? Yeah, dude. I have a fucking 3... Damn, man. I didn't see my health was so fucked up. And shit. This is the only time I'll ever show off my fucking cars in my driveway just like this, but that's my BMW 330 Ci out there. I love that car to death, but it needs some work done to it. I had a guardrail racing it, and, well... It damaged, like, the heater system, or not the heater system, but, like, the whole radiator system. I replaced all of that. And now she's overheating. I think, the head gasket might be warped in it, so I'm gonna have to, replace that. But it's been a bit of a headache to own. They do kind of suck for repairs, and they are expensive. But if you can do any of the maintenance yourself, do it yourself. It's easy. It's not bad. Changing spark plugs in, it's not bad. Changing the fucking oil in, it's not bad. Honestly, there's a lot of shit in that car that's not bad to do. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Will be a bitch to replace. A bitch to replace? Ah, shit. Yeah, you see, I'm kind of at that point where I don't know if I want to sell the car or just fix it. You know, it's the car I learned how to drive the manual on. It's my second car ever. You know, I still have my high school car. That one I'm actually bailing right now because it's the only one that's not. I'm confident that will not overheat and die on me. No, it's leaking a little bit of antifreeze and engine oil from the top somewhere. So I don't know what it is. To me, it looks like it's from near where it's like behind where the water pump would be, like above it, above and behind. Like I don't know how to describe exactly where it is without getting pictures of it. It just depends. Yeah. Shit. I mean, I like the car. It has some electrical problems in it, like the windows don't roll all the way down on the passenger side. It's a coupe. My passenger side window doesn't go all the way down. And then when I was selling cars, some lady got dropped off. I think she was just a prostitute or a crack whore or some shit like that. Got dropped off in our dealership parking lot, and our desk guy, Jeff, being the ever so helpful angel that he is, volunteered me to go take her to a fucking hotel. And I took her to the hotel, and she tried to get me to come inside with her to fuck her, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm good. And she gets out the car, huffing, puffing, and slams my car door, and breaks the electronic lock in the passenger side, so it doesn't fucking lock or unlock electronically anymore. So now I look like I'm a fucking punk with a broke bimmer. It is a broke bimmer, but it used to be nicer. Hey man, I gotta deal with these dogs. Damn, I'm getting a lot of worthless souls. I do have 6 effigies, but not enough, in my opinion. Oh, damn it. Really, that person got right there. I wonder how. I wonder how he got there. He must have dropped from somewhere. Oh wait, I needed the bonfire. Alright, let me keep this out like I need to so I have my drop rate up. Soul of the Lost Undead, Lost Undead, Soldier. Alright, I had to take some serious evasive maneuvers right there. That shit could have got me killed. I was weak. No, no, no. Not there, not there, not there. Pick up the item. It's trash anyways. Come on, doggy. I mean, 6 might be enough. I just like to see if I get 1 or 2 more, you know? And dead. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that human effigy's happening. Nope. I don't know. Maybe I'll go until I have the amount of souls I need to level up. Like 46,795? Let's say 46,8. Oh, my ear itching. Hold up a second. Oh yeah, I'm still good. I like having my vitality where the fuck it is. It's chill as shit being 40. I just don't ever have to worry about what I wear, and if I just want to maximize, like, my rolling speed and shit like that, I can. Hell, I might not even actually wear that fucking Royal Soldier ring anymore. It's not like it gets me to fast roll. Yeah, I guess I really don't need this ring to wear the fucking soldier ring at all. So, I guess it's done. There's an effigy. Damn, I'm fucking hungry. Might have to go get me a snack. Ooh, nice, another effigy. I gotta know, when chat's snacking, what are y'all snacking on? Did I say when chat's snacking, or did I say when snack's chatting? Oh, whenever chat's snacking, what are y'all eating? I was thinking if we had a banana, I might go grab me a banana. nothing. I wonder what my weight's gonna be like with full loadout. Oh yeah, I still need that fucking ring. I'm being silly. I am being silly. I think one more point in vitality, though, would solve my problem. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. How many of those do I even have? Oh, my Lanta. Not enough for a level up, but it's enough to help me buy some shit if I need it. I am ready for a level up, though, so I'm gonna call that there for grinding effigies. And I will go take the Dark Lurker on again. Just think I need to pee. Pop that on, pop that on, bam. Shoot, I want to get at least one more attunement slot, I think. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. But at the same time, I need a bit more adaptability. Snacking on some wine? Hell yeah. I'm gonna put it into attunement, I think. I'm trying to be that motherfucker throwing lightning spear or sunlight spear, so I need one more attunement slot to make that shit happen. Anyways, though, I'm going to be right back. I'm gonna go pee and take a quick little break. Ooh, peach flavor. That sounds good. If y'all need to make a little snack run, a little any whatever, y'all got time for it. You ain't gonna miss nothing. I'll be RB. Alright, I am back, and I don't know if she's gonna be present for very long, but I brought my dog Luna. Bye-bye, Luna. I brought my dog Luna with me. But I brought a banana back with me, too. That I did. You know, Luna, I don't know what kind of aversion you have to just chilling on my bed looking cute and all that shit is. Like, this dog will go sit in the living room. Hey, robot, what's going on? This dog will go sit down, like, on the couch by herself just because she has so much space open. And it's like her little space. No, no, come here, girl. I'm gonna have to go get her a treat. Pay her, bribe her to be on stream. I know I shouldn't be making appearances for free. What do I have arrow-wise? I'm gonna go dump these souls to Gavlin and get some poison arrows. Pardon, I hope nobody makes fun of the way I eat bananas. Let me see now. Sell this, this, this. Just 26, that's crazy. Many will, many deal. I wonder how much he would buy or pay for these smooth and silky stones. I might be able to trade them into the crows. Dino and Tilo, or whatever their names are. But that would take some time. I'm not even gonna lie. That's kind of a no-brainer. Oh, dude, and you can farm those? Holy shit. I don't know. Can I trade these to Dino and T, though? I'll give them up. Fine. It's alright. I don't need them. How many dung pies? Just 3. I don't know. I'll hold on to 2 of them. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to have 2. Alright, Gavlin. Thank you, sir. I might have just weaseled my way into another level up, to be honest with you. I am damn near close. Damn near close. Old mundane stone. Oh shit, tell you what, while I'm down here, I'm gonna get some Pharaoh Stock Stones. I need more. I always need some more. Alright, I know there's a rat somewhere that's just gonna come running over in like 2 seconds. Right? Where is it? Am I in the Seekers of Dark Covenant and it's just not aggroing on me? Oh, there he is. Oh no, I thought maybe he was dead or something like that. And he just didn't respawn. I don't know. He just went the long way, but there's one more. Yeah. I was wondering where he was going. I wasn't seeing his stank mist. Mm-mm-mm. My guy moving like a madman, I'll be real. I like it. Bro was not ready for that. Damn, it is silent in there. That's crazy how fucking quiet it is. It's like we're outside the audio range for the room or something. That's what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I step on something just then? Can I smash this? Nope. Treasure ahead, item ahead. Oh yeah, that's right. Come on, boys. You got it. You got it. Do it. Do it. You got it. Oh, they don't care about it. I guess the Gurms are just invincible to that shit. What do we got in here? One of these dudes. What'd you drop me? Gloves? Visions of sadness. Okay. Beggar. Nice job. Yeah, this probably activates this thing. I think. I don't know. I don't have any stones, so I can't try it. And this just comes down here. Okay. I have seen enough. I think I have not killed enough. My boy Robot, are you still here? Da 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 da. Ow, I'm dying very quickly. Not cool. Not cool. But I have survived. I survived. Ooh, nice. The Arch Titanite shards. Good to know I can get them from these guys. Bruh. Do I have any Berserk fans in the chat right now? I gotta know. Alright, that's enough. Oh my, I need to change my ring back. Just a few points make the difference. Just a few. Trying to think of what equipment I might need. Bah, I'll just run it. There it is. Oh damn, when I dropped my pencil I fucked up the tip of it. That sucks. I'm gonna have to sharpen that bitch. Shit. I actually do have a nice eraser or sharpener I like starting my edges with. It's a Blackwing sharpener. This thing's really cool. It just does an excellent job and kind of fine-tune how sharp you want it to make things. And it is really capable of getting you a super fine point. Super, super fine. I don't even know if it'll be able to focus on it, to be honest with you. It's kick-ass, though. Definitely recommend picking up a Blackwing sharpener. I just tapped the shit out of my pencil on that. Okay, Dark Lurker time. If I can get the Dark Lurker done, I will be so happy because I am raring to go ahead and start running through the DLC. and getting that shit cleaned up and done. Wait, do I need to? I have to be a part of the Covenant. That's right. Dude, if you don't have to chase your butt buddy up here. Come on. He's a big man with big weapons. Let him do his fucking fighting. Let him fight. Aw, you bitch. You're lucky my character doesn't know how to swing a sword straight. I am happy that these areas are as short as they are. For some reason, I feel like I remember some of these being a bit longer. But these are like nothing. It's literally 6 enemies, and then you're free to go fight the boss. I think what the main challenge of this shit was supposed to be was getting your torch to the sconce over here without getting it, drenched. But if you had a butterfly like I do, you'd be fine. I do like the torch mechanic in this game, though. I think it's really cool. It kind of makes you feel like a proper adventurer. You know? It'd be cool if they had a lantern or something you could have got that you could just clip onto your belt. That would be automatic. Kind of like in Twilight Princess with how Link uses the lantern in that game. Like, he can use it to swing it around a short distance in front of him, or he can just put it on his belt so he has light while he fights with his sword. Twilight Princess was a cool game. Really, I really recommend anybody who has never played a Zelda game. You could try that one out if you're more interested in, like, story games. Twilight Princess is really heavier on the story, but the gameplay and puzzles are really, really good. They put some of their best into Twilight Princess, and it shows. A lot of people like to hate on it because it's a bit on the easier side, but I think it's a fucking fantastic game. Open up an MMA gym, but the first move I teach is the old Italian nut slam. Shit. One of my old boss's kids reached out to me yesterday about one of my old coworkers passing away, God rest his soul. But he told me he joined an MMA gym, and he was not expecting it to be about, like, strikes and stuff. He thought it was going to be more grapples and things like that. Italian nut slam. That's funny as shit. I messed up. Yeah, strikes and ground. Yeah. You really don't grab your opponent unless you're going, like, for a fucking submission hold, right? I don't watch any combat sports or anything like that. So I'm not too well versed into it. Into, like, the rules and shit like that. Why do I have an extra blinding bolt? I might get shot if I'm not careful. Oh, I should have gone with the gym, man. I should have gone to the gym. Like the life gym. Lift a motherfucker up by the balls and throw him down second hand behind the neck. Knees up to catch the fall. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, keep your hands up. I felt really good having a bunch of life gems. That shit was nice. Whoa! I swear to God, I thought that dude like clipped through the ground. Have you watched Champion Joe? It's like translated literally. It's Tomorrow's Joe. Here it got translated as Champion Joe. The manga is Fighting for Tomorrow. And then I just call it Ashita no Joe. That's a really, really good boxing anime. I high-key recommend it. It's a bit more about the drama than it is the boxing, but the boxing is, like, really instrumental for it. And the boxing fights are pretty entertaining. I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore? Got his ass. Got it at. Yo, look at the pyromancer chilling in the fucking waterfall. Who the fuck does he think he is? You think you're the Watermancer? You think the Avatar or something? You think you the Aquamancer? Hell no, you ain't never gonna be nothing but a little firebender pyromancer. Little punk ass bit. Mm-mm-mm. Dog, I can't imagine getting lifted up by the fucking balls, by the way. Solon. That shit would be crazy. That would hurt. Pyromancer don't know what's good for him, dude. He doesn't. The other one knows. The other one's learned his lesson. Like, don't get close to the guy with the poison arrows, you know? If you're within shooting range and sight, you are a target. You will be a victim. And this dude's wanting to get victimized. He just ran right up on me. Look at this. Couldn't even fucking survive 2 hits. Got 1 hit and he just fucking poisoned out, dog. He don't even know. Alright, this motherfucker might fuck me up with how aggressive he was. Nah, he's dead. I just don't know if Sacred Oath keeps active down there. I'll be honest. I know Sunlight Blade won't. I had to learn that shit the hard way. I wonder if I can make his own orbs blow up on him. That's something I want to try. Ah, shit. I was not ready for this phase. Alright, this one instead. Alright, I just need to get away from both of them. Watch out for this one. I saw them coming to me and I knew that was my end. I should have waited for one of them to go for a ranged attack of some kind. That would have been my chance to use Sunlight Blade. Dark Lurker is a really fun boss fight. It is. It doesn't feel like it's an unfair boss fight by any means. It feels really fair, I would say. It's just like the slightest misstep or the slightest miscalculation. Oh my god, speaking of, is what can cost you. I don't know, if I can get in there in like 60 seconds, I'll be able to run in with this shit up. It might actually get rid of it because it's loading me into a new area. Wish I had more of that Sublime Bone Dust. I will say, I miss having that stuff. Ooh. Hey, robot. Dude, no fucking way he just did that shit. Whatever, I'll let him have it. I could do this with my left ball cheek while being cooked on a steak with bamboo torture. That's how easy Dark Souls 2 is. Let's fucking see it then, Budro. How about that? Let's fucking see that. I want to see you put your money where your mouth is, dog. I want to see it. You talk the talk. I want to see you walk the walk. That's all that can be done. Moist man who smells like boogers. Boogers. I'm doing alright. Well, I was doing alright until you made that mean comment. The stream was going so good! The stream was going good! I've not seen Obsession, but I hear that I really should. Lunch money. I'm the president of Dorkville. I'm the fucking president of Dorkville, huh? Am I? Would the president of Dorkville have a Beretta 92 A3? Excuse me. A1? Hold on, sorry. Fuck, a 92 A1? Would they, huh? Would they? Would they? Huh? Huh? You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Obsession is good, but for the love of God, that shit was overhyped. Shit. Well, now I know. I don't know what kind of, like, what setting would I watch that movie under? Yeah, no, I was Ballas like that. Nah, fuck, not Ballas. Fuck Ballas. Grove Street, I guess. I don't know. Grove Street kind of ends up irrelevant, anyways. Quite sad what happens to him. Dude's getting staggered by some fucking knives. What a wimp. Y'all ain't know I ran it like that, huh, robot? You ain't know I did it like that, huh? Watch me get banned on Twitch. That shit would be crazy. Dude, you got a bonfire aesthetic for me? No, just a message. It's a hyper realistic projectile projectile forwarding device. Hey, what's going on, Achilles? How you doing? Mighty clip farming right there. Too bad you're not doing it. Dang it, man. If only I had someone hitting clips for me. Bruh, get poisoned already. Wait, Germ armor has more protection than steel turtle armor? Isn't Germ armor, like, made out of rock, though? Well, that would make sense, I guess. Alright, I think the turtle dude down here is still alive. Oh, Lord. He was waiting for me. He knew I'd be back. I got shot. I got shot. I got shot. Now, I wonder why I have 5 blinding bolts. I don't know if there's like an excess thing or something. Like, why is it 5? I thought it was only 4 uses. Yeah, I'll show it to you once I get done. You're just trying to clip farm off of me. You just want to get my butt on fucking stream. I know what you are. I dodged right into that shit. I tried dodging back that way. I'll get the Jolene figure for you, Budro. Hey, my galaxy buds fell. Or is it the feet? Shit. I also want to take this down. Kind of want to redo this puzzle at some point. This Millennium puzzle did not come with any instructions on how to actually complete it. But yeah, look at that. Look at Jolene. Isn't she pretty? She's green and blue. She's a little bit dusty sometimes, though. Well, nah, dust doesn't really get up there. But look at her. She's pretty. I was really impressed with it. I really was. Her back, they did a really good job on her back. You can tell she's got a muscular back. Very big fan of it. And her string right here is actually a little flexible. So, you know, you can play with that. It's a little cat toy, maybe. Just don't play with it too much or else her hand comes off. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. And then I don't know. Just this thing's fun. I'll take it apart sometime. And we can do a stream putting it together. It took me a while to do it. It really did. But once you got past the first 4 pieces, it really started coming together. The only hint you get is that this piece is the last piece. This one right here. Excuse me. The eye piece. The one that Jonochi stole. Oh, I got the fucking hiccups. Oh, that banana's fighting me. Da 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 da. Yeah, maybe I don't want all that heat at one time, now that I think about it. Oof. Psh. You freaking loser, robot. You're fucking weird. You're funny, bro. You a weirdo. You a pervert. Excuse me, was that lightning magic I just saw? I mean, this works. Fuck it. Whoa! Whatever, I'll end up using a fucking herb anyways. Alright. Somebody's gotta go, and it's gonna be you. Really? My collar's blue, but my neck is red. Been working like a dog just to keep my family fed. Insert that corny song. Dude, it's... What the fuck? Quit that shit. Bitch just fucking strong-armed me. Like, fuck you. Give me that chime. I know I already got whatever chime he has. I can tell it's the Witch Beltree or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's this one. The Witch Tree Bellvine is what those guys had. Can't even remember where I picked that shit up from. Probably bought it. Ooh, you ain't ready, dog. Ain't neither of you ready for this. Oh, you gotta go? Hey, you're all good. Nah, you're good, man. That wasn't overboard. It was funny. Yeah. I'm gonna try and stay moist, bro. Don't go licking them lips now. Dude, they were not ready for me to run up and spin on them like that. Well, I do that shit, I run up and I spit on them. Because I do it like that. Now, how many souls do I have? Have I done enough runs to get a level up yet? No. It's nice when he does this move because it's really easy to read. Ah. Can't make him deal damage to himself. That's a shame. Alright, that is acceptable. That's not. Alright, sometimes it gets rough because it's like, who should you focus on? Dog, I couldn't jump out of that shit. That sucked. I'm getting closer, though. I'm getting closer. I think maybe instead of worrying about getting my buffs back on, I just need to go for the fucking kill. I always wanted to learn how to blow smoke rings, but I was never able to figure it out. I've done it like 2 or 3 times, but I've never been able to do it consistently. Yeah, these swings are enough for his ass. Fuck it. I don't know why I'm fucking worried. That was not nice. I will say, this area has been lovely for getting my fucking souls up. I might have just another level up by the time I'm done in here. Bonfire aesthetic? Hell yeah. Is there anything else down here I could have missed? No. Okay. Ooh, I got just one left. I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright, Dark Lurker's dead. Hell yeah. That was a smooth fight. That was a smooth one. Shit, hell yeah. Alright, now I just jump, I guess. All there is to it. talk to this old man.
You discovered the truest dark within you. Deep dark it is.
Alright, next time I die, I have to do 10 reps of some type of weightlifting exercise. Damn. Ooh. Damn, I could buy up all 8 of those really quick. But I won't need them. I don't think I'll need them. I need 8,000 souls. I'll come up with those souls, but first I am going to go join the Sunlight Bros again, and hopefully this will be the last time I need to join. I don't need to join it, but this will be my last time changing covenants. Dude can't hit me from here. Oh yeah, there's a chest or something I missed up in the Earthern Peak I want to go to. I missed a side quest that has something to do with patches. And just a little bit of content. Oh, give me a smooth and silky stone, did ya? You know, this is such a strange place for them to put the sunlight altar. Or the statue, really. I don't know. Maybe this is... Nah, this can't be. It can't be the same place at all. Not even in the slightest. Really. I think they just brought the statue here is what it is. Maybe they brought it here to hide it from destruction or something? I don't know. Maybe Drangleic rejects the sun. But yeah, I don't know if I ever went and got that shit there. I'm gonna do that. Ow. Damn, she hurt. That hurt. Now let me go see if the bonfire is nearby for this way. Oh yeah, it is. Alright, I'm gonna rest here really quick because there is a jump I'm about to do that you can really easily miss. I don't remember if I did this one earlier, so I'm just gonna check. I feel like I remember I said I was gonna beat the demon and then come back and do the jump, but just never did. Alright, she should be hurting herself too. Let's be real. Oh, cool, I got the top. Is that just the tube top? Oh, it's not even something my character can wear. I think. Oh yeah, I can. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. There's a male version of it compared to the female version. That's what it is. Should not have trusted it. Should not have trusted it. Well, my headphones are gonna die. How long have I been streaming for? Almost 4 hours? Alright. I'll probably take a little bit of a break, like a 30-minute break or so. And then come back to the game. Or maybe play some 3 Ultimate. I told somebody I'd play some 3 Ultimate, so I think I might do a quest of that. You just have to hit this shit at the right angle, I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck! If I didn't preemptively roll, I could have saved that shit, man. I wonder what G-rank quest I should do on 3 Ultimate today. And yeah, there we go. You also want to jump off from a certain distance off too, so that way you don't overshoot. That's what the trick is, that you have to jump a little bit early before you get to the edge. There's a fading wall somewhere here, if I remember right. I mean, I'm checking regardless, so. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, 3 Titanite shards. This bitch is real. Please. Yes. Heavy crossbow and heavy bullets. I don't know if that's really worth it, but it's okay. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. And if I fuck up my jump, I lose all of those souls. All of them. I'm not even risking it with her. Alright, I'll get this really quick. But that's it. Okay, a life gem's helpful. It is helpful. Very, very helpful. Alright, angle yourself right. Jump a little early. Oh boy, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And jump and hit that shit. Yeah, I knew I forgot something. There was an NPC down here we could have talked to, but I think I missed him. Really? Alright, game. Alright. I need to remember that. I'm gonna try exploring a little bit more of the Earthern Peak before I end the stream. Not gonna use it in case I die. Health loss be damned. I guess I could try jump into that shit with the cat ring. That is not outside the realm of possibilities. That could be a viable strat. Alright, fucking Geek Squad. Fucking LARPing Ninja Turtles head ass. Use one of them. Mannequin gloves. Claws, okay, okay. Got me a new little weapon. I'm not gonna use it though, unfortunately. Above, he says. Alright. Where's Cocksucker Pate?
Well, there's treasure this way. I don't quite have.
It does not open from this side. If I have to make a parkour jump, I might have to use it, but we'll see. Yeah, I did not explore this part, I think. Oh, what'd you drop? A Dragon Charm. Is there an enemy? No. Liar ahead. Oh dear, it's about to get loud. Pardon. Here, I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a quick break and come back in like a few minutes. I'll be back. Oh no, I'm gonna end the stream for right now. I think I'm gonna play a bit of Monster Hunter. When I come back though, we're gonna cross that bridge and we're gonna get the Earthern Peak done. You guys have a good one, and I will see you next time.